What's going on, everyone? The Bad Habits here, aka TBH. Welcome to Old Habits Die Hard. On today's show, we're going to discuss the 15th anniversary of the 2009 remake, Friday the 13th. Let's go. Quickly, we must go over the plot, and we must use Wikipedia, because that's the TBH way. It follows Clay Miller as he searches for his missing sister, Whitney, who is captured by Jason Voorhees while camping in woodland at Crystal Lake. What? Who said that? Was that you? Don't be playing with me, okay? It's Friday the 13th. Currently speaking, as of this upload, don't fuck with me right now. Was that you?
Nope.
Okay. We have a problem. Full disclosure, folks, next month for Halloween, we're going to go over every single Friday the 13th film. And quickly, let me plug a few other ideas I have going. For the 50th anniversary of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm going to do a first time viewing and review it, of course, so stay tuned. Next up, we're going to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the first fucking Saw film. Does it hold up? We'll see. And I'm also trying to decide between Sleepy Hollow or the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which I have over here. I'm not sure because this turns 25, that turns 40. I don't know, folks. I'm kind of torn, but somebody might not make the cut this year. This is only step one of a bigger picture. So going into this whole thing we're doing right now, this was probably my favorite, okay? It was up there with, can't tell you because that's not for this video.
Boo! You stink!
No, I don't stink. Shut up. This remake kind of just, I don't know, it kind of just summed up the first 3 or 4 films. It really just simplified things. Pamela Voorhees is, she gets beheaded in the credits as opposed to the end of the first film where there's that big twist. Now we put that in the very beginning. Jason is our killer here. We definitely just bypass so much unnecessary bullshit and baggage from the first few films. The opening for this film wow, let me tell y'all, folks, this shit lasts 24 minutes approximately before the title card even pops up, man. This pulled me in ASAP. I mean, even during the rewatch, but especially when I saw this for the first time in theaters. I love this shit so much that I kept talking about it. Once it released on DVD, my dad ended up buying it for me, and hey, I still got my original copy. Oh, also to be clear, we're doing the killer cut, which means I've only seen the theatrical version once. So, killer cut, that's my shit, just to be clear. So, our meat for the grinder, aka the young people who are venturing out in the woods. This small group of people are out in the, bumfuck woods of who knows where, searching for this crop. So I am led to believe that these are noble scientists trying to, help humanity in some way, shape, or form. Nope, these motherfuckers are just here to get some motherfucking weed, alright? So, yeah, this one, straight up, it's perfect for stoners. Of course, you like blood, you like slashers, here you go. And let me double down on the blood, because there's some brutal kills in this film. Dare I say, it's one of the best ones when it comes to that. If you're here for a slasher, you expect to see some shit anyway, this is the one to watch. And of course, we get titties. This is also a Friday the 13th film, so, we gotta get some titties. Within this opening, honestly, you really only need to remember one person, and that's Whitney. Spoiler alert, not that you give a fuck because it's been 15 years, but she's our final girl in this one. These people are so entitled. You just walk in where you see lights on and start taking shit. You're really fucking asking for it.
It's cool, you should keep it.
What the hell did that redneck dude say?
Fucking lucky there, Stretch. Came about that close to hitting the start button on the whoop-ass machine, boy.
I gotta say, as a non-fan of this series, yes, I know I have all the films here. I know I'm a collector, but as someone who's not really a huge fan of these films, this one really sticks out, man. The sleeping bag, the bear trap. Oh, man, I like this shit, okay? I'm fucked up, I guess. And then we cut just before Jason delivers that final blow to Whitney. I gotta be real, folks. That has kind of always pissed me off because it's such a fake out. Let's be real. Jason was not pulling back on that swing, okay? He didn't notice that she resembled his mother. If he did, it was too fucking late, okay? So, off the rip, that's got a slight against it, okay? That's definitely a con. But whatever, that's not really the point of this film. Logic, we're throwing it out the window. Cut to our main group of cannon fodder. You got the nice girl, the really pretty girl, the silly girl, the jock, the black dude, the Asian, what else? The other stupid white guy. Ow! Everyone's just a goddamn stereotype that we've all seen before. There's no way around it, except for Ronnie Yu's character.
Oh my god, babies have more space in the uterus.
He doesn't have to go all Fu Manchu and all, nothing like that. So, they keep that respectful. He's just stupid. That's all it is. He's just silly, wants to have a good time. Well, I guess Danielle Pennebaker, she also comes out pretty good in this one. But everyone else is just, no. Just buy the fucking book. For some reason, I used to think this was the guy that played A-Train. But I didn't link together that was 15 years ago. It's like, damn, A-Train looks good for his age. Anyway, and they try their best to sort of buck the trend, try to avoid the basic stereotypes. It comes up early on that he started a music label, and then someone assumes rap. Of course, he brings up that he likes Green Day. It's like, why you gotta go racial? Which I get, for real. Like, damn, you just jumped to rap music. But then it turns out he's making rap music, so whatever. And of course, who is not with this main mix of characters, we have Supernatural himself, Jared Padalecki. He's really compelling as a main character who has purpose in this film. What's his purpose? Yeah, he's the brother of Whitney, the one who survives the bullshit attack from the beginning. Yeah. He's searching for her, so therefore he's, smartly injected into this plot. I like that he has nothing to do with this group he just happens to run into. And of course, fucking Trent, gotta be a dick. His bitch ass gets the second sex scene in this film, and he's so corny. I mean, it's funny because it's so sad. Oh man, dude, you are fucked. I gotta say, man. Yeah, it's funny. Another character I need to get into, he's quickly dispatched as well, but there's this weird, redneck backwoods guy. At first, I was liking this comedy style. It's cringe, sure, but I was okay with it.
Don't smoke my weed, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's funny, but he definitely adds some levity, but he's fucking gross, man. I mean, it turns out this dude lost his virginity to a fucking mannequin that's upstairs. Like, we're not even trying here, are we? Yeah, I thought he was funny for a few seconds, and that quickly went out the goddamn window. But I guess his real purpose in this film is to provide Jason with his mask.
What the fuck?
Which is by happenstance. I really like that it was organic that way. Jason sort of just takes time to admire himself. Like, oh, daddy look good. You know that's what he was thinking. Let me get away from that negative a little bit. So the pro with the character Clay, it's really smart that he is injected into the script because we actually have a legit excuse for why he is investigating and, going out in places you shouldn't. Because any other fucking film, or at least most of the ones in this series, people are just being stupid for stupid's sake. I hate to say it, he's kind of like the 2009 cool guy. He's like a nomad. He rides a motorcycle, big old backpack full of supplies, which they quickly snatch from his ass. The script's like, oh shit, no, he probably has answers to everything. Yank that shit away and make it more suspenseful. Another pro I want to get into is Derek Mears is so far my favorite portrayal of Jason. His physicality, his I don't give a fuckness. I mean, it's just, yeah, I'm sorry. This is my Jason. Kane Hodder is just this fucking close, especially with like Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell. Oh man, I can't believe I'm saying this. But yeah, Derek Mears gets the win. I realize I haven't really been talking about the kills since the intro. Best believe, at this point, there's been so many kills already. The backwoods guy, the other stupid blonde guy, and the stupid blonde girl are definitely killed. Okay, I think that's it. At this point, yeah, in my head at least, or in my notes, I'm at the point where we discover Whitney is alive. Clay just activated a tripwire, and she's screaming for her life. Even though I know the reason, immediately I'm just like, why? Jason wouldn't do this. He's just gonna kill her. Why? For weeks, he's kept her alive, y'all. Come on. Yeah, I know his whole thing is mommy issues, but I just don't know if that's quite working for me. And Whitney is, very quickly proven to be smart and capable. She's very crafty. Straight up, she quickly picks the lock. I mean, she breaks herself free. It's like, damn. All she needed was one thing. However, even though I just gave her those compliments, she somehow doesn't have the calmness to not run face first into a door. And out of all the doors, out of all the rooms she enters, it's the one full of fucking dead bodies. And guess what? The one we focus on. Her fucking boyfriend, who's just rotting there. Come on, Whitney. Come on, man. She makes it all the way to the main cabin where they're staying at, the main group that we've been following. Unfortunately, she is outside a window during Trent and Bree's sex scene. Yeah, that corny ass shit I was talking about earlier. Yeah, that's when this is occurring. Unfortunately, they don't notice her, and Jason just pulls her back in. Insert Clay and Jenna, who return to the cabin after already at least one encounter with Jason. At this point, they've seen enough shit. They are ready to go. And just to be clear, Jenna and Trent are supposed to be a couple, if I'm not mistaken. I love how Jenna just doesn't give a fuck about the cheating. Fuck all that. Jason's here. We got a threat in the house. Big picture shit. Accurate is how I would describe that. And if I'm being real, folks, I kind of wish she was our final girl. She's a little more to offer. She seems a little more charming, and it was a shame to see her die. Shout out to Aaron Yu, who appears in this remake and the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. In both films, he's there to die. At least this time he gets a little bit of screen time and just gets to, flare out a little bit. I really had high hopes for him, if I'm being honest, but the writers clearly didn't, Oh well, I guess. Let me let you in on a little secret here between us, okay? I watched this with my boyfriend who had never seen this film at all. Gotta say, I realized if we were ever in this situation, he's probably not gonna make it. So Lawrence, the black guy, he decides he wants to go full Captain America. He gets a little shield, some weapon of sorts. He decides he's gonna go find Aaron Yu's character.
No, look, man, don't go out there, please.
I told you fools, right? Can't get a handle on me. Surprise you every time.
Just as he's heading out the door, my boyfriend shouts, go with him. And he's talking about the group of people. If that was me, hell nah. I'm sorry, but fuck no. And let me just say this, Lawrence, he kind of gives Jason a run for his money. He puts up a decent fight, but, you know, of course, in the end, Jason gonna get your ass. Especially if you're a minority, you're off the table. The fucked up part, he kills Lawrence with an axe, a great fucking throw, by the way. But after that, he ditches his ass in the jacuzzi. He knows goddamn well we can't swim, man. Fuck you, Jason. That's some straight up Jason X shit right there. Whatever. A death I do want to talk about, though. Fucking Trent. I thought he was turning a new leaf by the end. You know, he has a gun. He's sort of taking charge. He's getting ready to leave. He's got the car keys, all that shit. This motherfucker is just a coward through and through. And he gets dealt with the way... I'm not gonna say he deserves it. Yeah, no, he deserves a punch in the face or two, but yeah, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is, you know, I didn't cry over his demise. He was a dick character, and he wasn't even fun. Like I don't know, thinking of Ethel in part 5. She was annoying as shit, but I liked it, to be real. But whatever, let's get to the last 3 people. We got Clay, Jenna, and Whitney. Now we have our Avengers assembled. Poor Clay has to deal with Jenna and Whitney, who are, for some reason now, they're both stupid and incapable characters, because all they do is yell and have him fix everything. It's like, contribute. Especially you, Whitney. That's your fucking brother. And at this point, this is where Jenna doesn't make the cut, so to speak. And now it's time for the final showdown. We have Jason versus Whitney and Clay. It's really just Jason versus Clay, because once again, Whitney is almost a non-factor until the very last minute. It was just pissing me off every time she's like looking around. Is it safe now? While Jason is like strangling the shit out of Clay. What are we doing? Here's where she's able to, you know, manipulate Jason long enough for Clay to, you know, clamp him with a bear claw. At this point, Jason's just fighting the inevitable. Like, homie, give up, man. You know it's coming. Ain't no way around this shit, bro. It's out for you. It's a real shame that this film really didn't go anywhere. It's been 15 years. I think we're just now at a point where they're going to add to the franchise, whether it be streaming series or maybe new films. I'm not sure. But it's crazy to me that this one didn't really do anything. It just came and went, and I don't even know if it's rejoiced by the fans. I imagine, critically speaking, it probably was higher than like part 8 or part 9. There was real potential here to, you know, reshape this franchise. Hell, it even ends on a similar twist. We assume the threat is over. Jason gets dumped into Crystal Lake. I guess that's just like the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Thank you, Prince. That's an old reference. You may not even understand that one. But those who know, they know. That's important. Purple Rain. Yeah, immediately they dump his ass. 1 minute later, he's popping out for a final surprise, bitch. And who knows? Just like in the first film, you know, the very end could have just been a dream. That would have pissed me the fuck off. I'm actually glad we didn't get answers just for that scene alone. Everything else, like, I thought it was a solid foundation. We probably didn't need that ending, but we got it, and I was okay with it. Yeah, it's stupid, it's hokey. I would definitely say the gore is probably the best here. I mean, outside of like a few moments in the earlier films, like the zombie Jason in part 7, you know, with the rotting corpse. The next film in the series, if we ever get one, of course, will be the 13th film. So I'm really excited to see how they pull that one off. It's literally their magic number, so like, don't fuck this one up, please. All right, I've been blabbering so long. Let me get into the ratings here. Friday the 13th, 2009. Killer cut, that's important. I will say this film is a really low added to the collection. And that's for a very specific type of people who like slashers. This may not be for everyone. Yeah, do I recommend you watch this film? Sure, check it out. It's definitely one of the better ones in the series. It's not amazing, but it definitely gets the job done, and it doesn't waste much time getting into it. So that's a plus in my book. I've been the Bad Habits, aka TBH, and I'm signing out, y'all. Deuces.